From 5 News, I'm meteorologist Stephen Elmore, and this is your 5+ extended forecast. We've had a lot of rainfall over the past couple of days, so here's where we finished out now that rain's starting to wrap up. Anywhere really between an inch up to around 5 inches in some place. We had a really heavy downpour, a heavy swath of rain move through on Sunday. That was coming down across portions of eastern Oklahoma, made its way into portions of Sequoia County, where we got anywhere around 4 or 5 inches of rainfall. Across northwest Arkansas in the River Valley, we had anywhere from around an inch to a rain across northwest Arkansas. Across the River Valley, anywhere from an inch of rain up to around 3 inches of rain. Now, all this rain cap temperature is pretty moderate outside. Daytime highs this weekend were really comfortable, only into those upper 70s and low 80s. Now, as we go on throughout the rest of the week, rain chances start to drop. Temperatures return back up to those summer levels, with daytime highs back up into the upper 90s, close to the triple digits. With all the rainfall, it's definitely helped out our drought concerns. Now, this was collected last week. We'll get an update on the drought monitor coming this Thursday, but here's a look at the latest data that we had. We were starting to have some drought concerns across portions of Washington County into northern Crawford County and across eastern Oklahoma, where you see this tan right here, but with all the rainfall, I think it's definitely going to help out. Across northwest Arkansas and the River Valley, everything shaded in yellow. We were just dry outside with all the rainfall. I think you'll definitely notice a difference when we get that drought monitor update later on this week. So here's what we're tracking really. That summer heat is going to return. Temperatures climbing back up into those upper 90s into the triple digits. Heat index values, the humidity is also climbing as well. We're going to see those heat index values return well into the triple digits. Dew point values in those 60s and 70s. That's when we're starting to talk about it being tropical outside. Even with the excessive heat this week, we're going to hang on to the low chances of a few spotty showers here and there, really throughout the rest of the work week. So we wrapped up with the rainfall today. Now we're going to see that clear out. Sunshine's going to break out. By the time we get to this afternoon into this evening, that's where we're going to start to really notice a temperature difference. Again, we mentioned rain chances really going to start to go away the rest of this week. We do have some low rain chances for Tuesday. Could see a spotty shower or two, but then the rest of the week, only about a 10-20% chance of a pop-up shower here and there. It's not going to have much effect on our temperatures. If you get a quick shower, it may feel cooler briefly, but it's going to be hot once again. Here's a look at our temperature trend. Again, all that cooler air came with all the rainfall that we had over this weekend, with daytime highs only into those 70s and 80s. It was a really amazing week. Now, as we go on throughout the rest of the week, work week and school week for some, that heat's coming right back. You see all this pink that's coming up across the south. That heat dump's going to shift back towards the east, and we're going to see those heat index values climbing back up into the triple digits. So here's a look at what the impact's going to be for our summer heat returning. Big change, right? Coming back into the forecast after what we had this weekend. Again, that heat dome starting to shift back off towards the east. Dew point values going to be climbing back up into those 60s and 70s. Because the humidity is going to be climbing, that means that heat index is going to be well into the triple digits. Most likely, we'll see those heat alerts returning back into the forecast as well. That's coming in the way of those heat advisories and potentially the excessive heat warnings. We're going to see those heat index values anywhere between 100 up to 110, really until this upcoming Friday, when that next cold front arrives. So here's a look at our temperature outlook throughout the rest of this week. You see a lot of that red, that heat dome starting to shift off towards the east once again, back over our direction. When it comes to the rainfall, again, that's going away. We had a really rainy start for Monday, for today, and now the rest of the week, it's pretty dry. Only those low pop-up chances of a pop-up shower or two. So you see highlighted in tan here is where we're going to see not a lot of rainfall coming over the next week. Here's a look at temperatures heading into our Tuesday. Again, a bit warmer, right? It's going to be a bit more muggy as well. Temperatures reaching up into those upper 80s and low 90s across the River Valley. Most likely, we're going to see those mid to upper 90s, maybe even see a few places get close to the triple digits tomorrow when it comes to our real temperatures. When it comes to what it feels like outside, we're definitely going to see those triple digits, mainly across the River Valley. We're going to have some chances of a few pop-up showers here and there across northwest Arkansas. It's still going to be uncomfortable for Tuesday afternoon. Heat index values still going to be into those mid to upper 90s across the River Valley, though. That's where we'll have the best chance of seeing those triple digits. I don't think we have those heat alerts for Tuesday, but the rest of the week, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe even into Friday, we could have some heat advisories. We could have some excessive heat warnings. warnings potentially. We'll be on the lookout from that, be in communication with the National Weather Service out of Tulsa and out of Little Rock. Here's a look at what it feels like the rest of the weekend. Heat index values climbing back up into anywhere between 100 up to 110. That lasts really till Thursday, and then the next cold front comes around heading into Friday. Now, it's not going to bring much in the way of rain chances or widespread rain. We could see a few spotty showers here and there. Really what it's going to do is usher in some cooler air, which is where you see that big drop here in temperatures. We're going to start to see that heat index dive off at least for a day before it returns by the time we get into the weekend, with heat index values back up close to the triple digits. So it's a weak cold front. It's really not going to do much for us. Northwest Arkansas over the next 10 days. Again, to start off the week, we're back up into those low to mid 90s. Going to hang on to some low chances of a pop-up shower here and there. By the time we get to the weekend, again, here's that cold front on Friday. Temperatures dive down just a bit, back down to the low 90s. This weekend, the heat already returns back up into the mid 90s. And then latest models suggesting that early next week we could have some cooler air. Temperatures only into those low 90s, maybe a pop of rain here and there. But really, this trend's going to continue not only through the weekend, but into early next week. Summer still in Arkansas is still going to be uncomfortable. Across the river valley, again, big changes coming to the forecast this weekend. We had daytime highs really comfortable outside. Now we're back to summer. Daytime highs heading into our Tuesday, going to be back up into those upper 90s. Wednesday, we could hit the triple digits. And then we're really uncomfortable really through Thursday. That cold front comes in on Friday. Temperatures drop off ever so slightly with that weak cold front that's not producing a lot of rainfall, and it's not bringing that much cool air, but it's going to feel comfortable at least for a day. By the time we get to the weekend, temperatures already back up to those mid to upper 90s, and that trend continues into early next week with maybe a pop of rain here and there, but overall temperatures still going to be into those mid to upper 90s. This trend looks like it's going to continue. Summer heat is back across Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. Maybe we get a pop of rain or two. We'll be on the lookout for it over the next couple of days.